and powered by the Red 5 Network. For more, visit red5.bio.link.
Oh, that was supposed to be way cooler than that just was. Good morning! Hold on. Where'd it go? There it is. Now I gotta adjust my suit jacket all over again. Good morning! My mouth now. It's Friday, October 24th. And I'm adjusting my shirt under my suit jacket because this is a lot, man. This is a lot. Good morning, it is I, Two-Faced Danny. If you didn't pick up on the cues, the coin, the suit, the atrocity on the left here. This took, am I missing some pieces? This took about 3.5 hours this morning. So I hope you like it. I was saving this for Halloween. And because I'm having surgery, I couldn't use it for Halloween. So I figured I am going to use it for this week. I'm sorry, I'm just... Guys, I need a new mic and mic stand. This is falling apart. I'm distracted because I can only talk out of this side of my mouth, as this is rigid collodion and latex and spirit gummed closed. But yeah, this took a few hours. Flip a coin. I was actually thinking, oh no, did I rip a piece off? Yeah, I was actually thinking that. I was actually thinking to do that, Loki. So anyway, shall I turn on my cup here? Good morning. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and ring the bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with even more of whatever this is. Okay? There is no more of this for the year, though, because in the month of October, on Fridays, I do a different Halloween special effects look. And because I'm having surgery next week, I can't do it next week. Yeah. So I saved the best for last. Do you guys like it? Do you like it? Are you enjoying it? I have to say, the pictures turned out pretty bomb. Now, my hand started coming apart because I had to do stuff. And you know what? I gotta say, the beauty makeup on the right, oh, that turned out very nice. Very nice. I'm enjoying that part. So, I'm wearing my man's shirt, and I have his coin here. Well, good morning, deranged lunatic. Good morning, Lieutenant Deranged Lunatic. Let's get on to the good mornings. Let's get on to that. As always, guys, as always, all the members in Super Chats, they get their good mornings first. And as always, this is my full-time gig. And I only get paid right now if you guys become a member or if you leave a Super Chat. So, listen, Darth, inappropriate touching. I am a taken woman. Inappropriate touching. I'm sorry, what was that? I don't know if you guys heard that, but he just told me there is no escape. It feels a little Me Too, pal. All right, guys, let's yell good morning to everyone first. There was Deranged Lunatic, Lieutenant Deranged Lunatic. Good morning, Ensign Patricia. Good morning, Lieutenant Penny, who is on her way to Indiana. Drive safe. Drive very safe. She's got 6 more hours to go. Good morning, Ensign Loki. That is my plan today. Except this thing is freaking huge. It's copper. Where did I just lost it? It's dark down here. It's dark. seriously. Oh, it's all the way over there. Okay, I'll have to get the Festivus pole. I have to use the Festivus pole. See, it's very useful all year round. It really is. All year round. So useful. But yeah, there's that. Fix my shirt again. Listen. Hair in my mouth. I didn't think this through. I really didn't. It's a challenge. Good morning, Lieutenant Backyard TARDIS. Oh my gosh, I need to clear my throat. And I don't want to yet, because I haven't gotten through everything. Buenos dias, Fernando! I can't, it's extreme Botox, okay? I don't know if you guys can tell, but I've got all this scarring. I really, dug into myself. Yeah. Beauty industry, man. Beauty industry. Good morning, Maria! Who else we've got? Good morning, Omari! I didn't know Cape Crusader cast you as Two-Face Season 2. If they haven't, they should. I'm available. At least for a makeup gig. No? I'll take it. I'll take it. That's right. Danny Dent. Who else we got? Oh, thank you, Maria. Thank you. Who else we got? Good morning, Real Anarchy. Holy crap, you are killing it with the Halloween theme makeup. Gracias. Gracias, mi friend. Muchas gracias. This is my favorite time of year. I have a lot of fun with it. And my favorite part is to send my pictures to my mentor and get my accolades from him. When I get my pats on the back, when I get my gold stars from my mentor, then it's like, it does kind of suck because I can't really emote very well. Oh, we got bots over on Kick again. All right, guys, make sure you got that like button smashed. We're going to dive into some headlines. We're going to dive into the headlines. It's headline time. Got my coin. We'll see what happens because this bad boy has a mind of its own. All right. Share the screen. Bloop. Whoa, where'd it go? What the shit? Huh. That was really weird. That is really weird. How do I get this to stop? I'm on here twice. Is that not weird? How did StreamYard is acting crazy. Super crazy. Listen, I don't have to sit and listen to myself. How do I remove that? Good morning, Lieutenant Kino contributing editor and producer. Kino, thank you very much. Two-Face. Good morning, Chimera. Chimera kind of goes with my look. Thank you very much. Two-Face. Can you guys hear me twice? Gonna oh my goodness. Where is this coming from? Let's see. That better? There we go. That's better. Okay, at least it is for me. Because somehow this showed up twice. So weird. Okay. Here we go. Well, I heard an echo and it was messing with me so bad. It was messing with me so hard. I don't think I'm having internet problems, but with Spectrum, you never know. Just wait. Just wait. All right, guys. So I'm on the wrong Twitter for one. I had 2 windows open. Shame, shame, shame. All right, guys. I'm going to flip a coin. Let's see. It's either MKUltra or The Boys Mexico. So what is this? It's so hard to see right now. It's so hard to see. So Eagle messed up, or the Snake. So Eagle will do MKUltra, Snake, The Boys Mexico. Ready? Is the Eagle MKUltra. Okay. This is so hard. Like, I'm going to sleep for the rest of the day after this. Prosthetic makeup is just woof. It wears me out, yo. It wears me out. The last year when I did the vampire stuff, I slept like, I see I'm already trying to yawn. Just thinking about it. I slept all day. Oh my God. Like 3 days after that. I would love to try and take a sip of my coffee. It's probably ice cold now, but I'm trying to sip on this side. That worked. It's like iced coffee. All right. So if you've been here at all, you know that I love The Sopranos. The Sopranos, love that show. I've rewatched it I don't know how many times. I maintain The Sopranos taught me how to cook Italian. I had a Sopranos cookbook when I was like 24, 25, and taught me how to make sauce. Taught me how to make sauce from scratch. Taught me how to make lasagna. Okay. I love it. I love it. I love The Sopranos. The writing is impeccable. The creator of The Sopranos, David Chase, is now developing a new limited series for HBO, Project MKUltra. The series will follow the CIA's MKUltra psychedelic program, which conducted deadly mind control experiments on subjects during the Cold War. If you know any conspiracy theorist at all, or anyone, I wouldn't even say conspiracy theorists because they're just come out admitting that this stuff is real now. If you know anyone, my daughter and her dog are playing with the squeaky toy, and if you know anyone who's into like any kind of government history or anything like that, make friends with them, because the MKUltra program is some crazy shit to read about. Crazy. Like Timothy Leary, the developer of acid, LSD, was a part of this. Like, watch the movie, the George Clooney movie, The Men Who Stare at Goats. That was a real thing. That was something that happened. Seriously. My boyfriend he's the one who taught me about all this stuff. Seriously. The occult. Yeah, they're into all that stuff. All that stuff. Good morning, Scarif Scuttlebutt Podcast. Good morning. Birds are only real in my mind. Listen, I had a bird. He was real and I miss him. I was looking at pictures of him yesterday. Ollie, I miss you if you hear this. Come visit. I miss you, and I can't make facial expressions right now. It sucks. Anyway, David Chase is so talented. He's such an amazing, talented creator. He did so well with The Sopranos. Can you imagine what he's going to do with a show about MKUltra? Oh my god! What do you guys think? I'm pretty stoked about this. Like I need my footstool for one, but I need to see this. David Chase and a show about MKUltra, and it's on HBO. We're about to experience a new level of peak in television. David Chase reset the standard for television in like when did Sopranos come out? Like 2004? Something like that. Oh, what's her? He set the standard. Let the goat do this. Like let's go. What do you guys think? Leave it in the chat below. Do you want to see an MKUltra series by David Chase? Chimera. I'm keen but scared the MKUltra will be embedded in the show, that I end up buying every product placement in this series. It's a really excellent point. It's funny. It's so funny that Hollywood doing a show about MKUltra. Like, are they going to touch on that? Hey! Thank you for the $1.99 super chat, DL. Was Dave a big fan of Art Bell's radio program? Was? You're speaking in the past tense. Is. And Bob Lazar. Jimmy Dore. That's all he does is sit on YouTube and basically listen to radio programs about government and stuff. Thank you very much for the $1.99 super chat deal. I really appreciate that. I think it's going to be incredibly interesting. I think it's going to be very well done, very interesting. He only hires the best to make these shows, like not just the actors, but writers, directors, producers. I mean, I don't say who he works with, designers. I'm telling you, I trust David Chase. This sounds like I'm good to go with the David Chase. Good to go with David Chase doing MKUltra. I'm all about it. I would can we speak it of Bob Lazar? How about a Bob Lazar series? Do you guys know who that is? Oh, Star Wars Meg and I can go for hours about Bob Lazar. Chimera, listening to waves that affect your brain waves. I'm joking, but if you I'm gonna tear up my face. Dude, do an MKUltra series and then do one about what happened to Bob Lazar and what he was working on. Area 51 isn't the real alien place. Real anarchy. I do, thanks to Joe Rogan. I went down that rabbit hole. So when Dave and I took him to meet my grandparents down in Florida, I like to listen to music on road trips because it's like a 20-hour road trip. He's like, let's listen to podcasts and stuff. I'm like, okay. And he turns on Bob Lazar stuff, and we listened to like 20 hours of Bob Lazar stuff all the way to Florida. That's how I discovered it. There you go. But if you guys have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts about David Chase kind of saying the quiet thing out loud with a limited series for HBO about the project MKUltra, the CIA secret, not so secret, worst kept secret program, leave it in the chat below. Listen, I've said it before, I've said it again. I know it is, but for real, bro, take it down a notch. God, Darth is on one today. Fernando, would you ever move down to Florida or live there? I don't think so. You know, all my kids are here, and there's a lot of them. My grandparents are down there, but all my kids are here. Everything's here. I don't know. I kind of like Missouri. It's quiet and cheap. Chimera. Honestly, I'm more keen for this than any DCU project yet. Also, the X-Files reboot with Coogler should be exciting too. You know what? I kind of agree with you, except I'm really excited for Lanterns. We've never had a live action Lanterns, so I'm very curious about that. Pardon me. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. But out of everything, this David Chase project has piqued my excitement more than anything. And the X-Files reboot, because I do have a lot of trust. Let me rephrase that. Ryan Coogler has earned a lot of my trust. Ryan Coogler and David Chase. David Chase more so. He's been a lot. How do I put this? David Chase was very consistent with his work for many, many years. Ryan Coogler, he's been consistent with his work, but he doesn't have as many years under his belt like David Chase does. So that's not Coogler's fault, but they both earned my trust. So very excited for both those projects, probably more so than anything that's coming out, to be perfectly honest. So Chimera, yeah, I'm also keen for Lanterns out of all the current greenlit projects. Yep. Booster Gold, I would love some stuff, some updates on Booster Gold. I'm a huge Booster Gold fan. And Paradise Lost, like what the F? Can I hear something about Paradise Lost? Like that would be nice. Deranged Lunatic, I like Florida, except for the heat and the humidity. Well, luckily it's surrounded by water and you can just go for a dunk. Not that it's that easy, but anyway. So, you see, yeah, if they do Kumail Nanjiani for Booster Gold, then I'm just like, seriously, you're just trolling us. This just feels like a troll. It just feels like a troll. You're trolling so hard. All right, guys. Next up on our list, since we flipped it, we flipped that coin. Oh God, yeah, Louisiana has the absolute worst humidity. Fun fact, my sister-in-law is currently in Louisiana right now, staying at the house where they filmed Steel Magnolias, and I am so jelly. So jelly. That would be so cool. That would be neat. Okay, moving on. You guys made me laugh and stuff, and I've already ripped some of my stuff. All right. Not that it matters. I only wore it for you guys. Oh, my cousins lived in Houma, and actually still live in Houma, I believe. They aren't gator hunters, though. So after, they announced it like a year or two ago, the Boys spinoff, supposedly starring Diego Luna, it's finally got an update. I think it's hilarious. It's going through the bumpy rapids of development. It would take place at some point after season 5 of The Boys, which is the end of The Boys. Showrunner Eric Kripke says The Boys Mexico spinoff created by Gareth Dunnett Alcocer and producer Diego Luna and Gail Garcia Bernal. So this is coming from Screen Rant. Omari says, so will this be called Los Niños? That's funny. I have actually never been to Arizona. No, never been there. So, Eric Kripke, I can't talk. This is so annoying. After defeating Thomas Godolkin and fleeing the soup school, Gen V season 2 ends, spoiler warning, with Marie and her friends getting recruited by Starlight and A-Train for a resistance movement fighting back against Homelander and Vought. Ooh. Which, by the way, if you haven't watched Gen V, I like it better than The Boys. And I will say they definitely toned down on the nudity and giant penises this season. So thank you, Eric Kripke. You got my letters. Anywho, Gen V is a spinoff of The Boys, but it's getting another. I like this season better than season 1. They really brought their A game this season. The writing was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. It is hands down the best season of superhero television that has come out this year. I mean, so good. They did absolutely phenomenal. So kudos to everyone working on that show because they did very, very well. So definitely looking forward to more. I was not impressed with the last season of The Boys. It's just a lot of toilet humor. Like, okay, we get it. It's like when you give a 14-year-old a microphone and tell them they can say whatever they want. And the 14-year-old boy is just going to go, penis, butt, vagina. That's exactly what a 14-year-old boy is going to do. So I feel like that's what The Boys has been. So if Gen V season 2 is any indication of where season 5 of The Boys is leading in terms of quality and writing, then we're in for a good show. But we're being told that it's leading towards, season 5 is going to be about an underground resistance fighting a fascist government. Here's the thing that I need the younger generation to understand clearly. Your current government is not fascist. If it were, you would not be allowed to walk around recording yourself calling it fascist. You would be in prison. Is that understood? Okay? Fascism is when you're not allowed to think for yourself. You have to do and say what the government is telling you to do and say. Okay? They control every aspect of your life. That sounds not like this administration, but don't make me say it, okay? So I get a little irritated when they're like, oh, it's about this. No, it's not. No, it's not. So, no, I'm just making a point. I'm making a point that Eric Kripke says the next season, the final season of The Boys, is about an underground resistance fighting a fascist government. So, to preemptively point out, you're not living under a fascist regime right now. I know, it stresses me out. So, but with that said, this last season that just ended of Gen V, top notch. Really loved it. Really enjoy it. I hope they continue with that level of quality and writing and cut back on the toilet humor, because that's what you need. That's what you need. Good morning, Sonia. Films and fiction. Hollywood loves this timeline. Yeah, they do. They really do. They really do. They're getting so much work at protests and stuff. Anyway, the ending lays the groundwork for The Boys season 5, which will bring an end to the franchise's main storyline. However, 2 more spin-offs are already in development. One of them, The Boys Mexico, a spin-off created by Gareth Dinet Alcocer and produced by Diego Luna and Ger Garcia Barral. As of writing, I'm having trouble seeing. As of writing, the new series is in pre-production. Speaking with Variety, Kripke offered new details about The Boys Mexico, confirming Donette Alcocer is currently writing the series. He also revealed the show will take place after the events of The Boys season 5 and is expected to feature characters from the original show and guest appearances. Check out what Kripke had to say below. It's still in the works. Gareth, who's an amazing writer, is writing drafts right now. It's in development. I think it's hilarious, but we'll see. It's going through the bumpy rapids of development. It would take place at some point after season 5 of The Boys. Yes, that would be the hope, that there are certain characters that would cross over into The Boys Mexico, but we'll see. While Kripke didn't offer much information about The Boys Mexico story, his confirmation that it takes place after The Boys season 5 makes it the next evolutionary step for the franchise. So far, Gen V has tied directly into the story of The Boys, featuring crossover elements like the soup virus alongside shared characters like Sam and Kate. This also means the main show won't be the end for some of its main cast members. While The Boys Mexico is set to follow a completely new story, it'll be in the wake of However The Boys ends. It also explains why details about the show are being kept under wraps for now, as Gareth continues writing. The Boys Mexico is one of 2 spin-offs currently in development for the franchise. The other is the upcoming Vault Rising, which I'm definitely looking forward to. Love me some Soldier Boy. A prequel set in the 1950s starring Jensen Ackles as Soldier Boy and Aya Cash as Stormfront. Filming began in August 2025. I didn't know it was already filming. Gen V Season 3 may also be on the table depending on Season 2's ratings, and they should be pretty good. With The Boys Mexico taking place after The Boys season 5, it is possible that there will be some loose threads that lay groundwork for the main show's final season. However, it's unclear how the 2 series will tie together yet. Beyond their shared universe, more will likely be revealed as the spin-off development continues. Okay. Yeah, listen to Chimera. Like the stream. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. So, Kathleen Kennedy. Makes sense. It's a rich bitch with two faces. My hair's better though. Anyway, so there's that information about The Boys, Gen V, and The Boys Mexico. And I guess, Vault Rising. Ew. I don't know why I did that. I just felt like it. All right, guys. If you have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts about where the boys is headed, updates on the boys Mexico, leave it in the chat below. We're going to move on after you guys hit some like buttons. That's right. Like button time. All right. Before we move on to our final topic, the DC reboot of Superman finally moves up in the Nielsen streaming movies chart from number 4 to number 2 this week, representing the only HBO Max offering on the top 10 list. Yeah, it feels kind of like the opposite of, or like the antithesis of what The Boys was really about. The Boys is very my generation, very punk rock, very anti-corporate, mainstream, very, very anti-mainstream stuff. So for it to become a huge mainstream franchise it just feels like the total antithesis of that entire comic book. Irony at its finest. Okay. So the latest Nielsen's have come out. And more people are now watching Superman. I guess now that Peacemaker's over. What is up, Jalen? Good morning. So the top movie is on Netflix, K-pop Demon Hunters. I have not seen that. I thought it was a kid's movie. I know a lot of adults are like, oh my God, I love it so much. It's so good. I really don't have any interest in it, but for the sake of knowing what I'm talking about, I'll probably have to watch it now. But it's number one in streaming movies on Netflix. Number 2 is Superman. And this is, let's see, July, August, September. This is 4 months after it hit theaters. And it's charting on Nielsen's. Which, how long has it been out? Like a month and a half, almost about a month and a half on HBO Max, right? About a month or so. I think it came out like September 15th, September 16th, which was too soon. Movies come out way too soon on streaming. It's ridiculous. But here we have it. It's number 2. That's across all apps, streaming apps. It's number 2. Whether they're loving it, it doesn't say. But they're curious and they're watching it. Grip 60 says, Danny says, hit that like button like it owes you money. Hit it like it owes me money. How about that? HBO has a few weeks ago. It's on HBO. It is legit on HBO to stream. 35 days. So it's been on HBO for at least 35 days. So over a month. Over a month. It has been on. Not being... They're not doing pay to view. This is not pay per view. It's available on the streaming service they are paying for. They're already paying for it. They're paying like $10 a month for at least the the HBO Max with ads. So how do I know that? Because that's the one I pay for. So that's at least people watching it. See, DL, I saw Superman on HBO, not in the theater, because it didn't cost me anything extra. And that's what I'm talking about. It is costing people at least $100 for two people to go to the movie theater. At least $100. And that's with tickets, snacks, drinks, whatever. And if you get like a collectible cup, popcorn bucket, you're looking at double that, possibly. It's an expensive night out now. What once was a cheap date is now an expensive night out. So why on earth would someone pay $100-something to go see a movie when in about 30 days, about a month to 2 months, it's just going to show up on the app they're already paying $10 a month for? Why would they do that? Right? They're not giving us the fear of missing out anymore. The fear of missing out is gone. It's gone. Because it's going to be there anyway. They'd rather save money than watch it right away. So here it is, 4 months after it was in theaters. What was it, like 2-3 months after it was in theaters, it was available on HBO Max, and it's been there for about a month now. So basically what happened, people just waited. They just waited to watch it at home on the app they're already paying for. And it seems to be doing well. It looks like 569 million minutes watched. And the only thing that has beat it is K-pop Demon Hunters. And that's got 746 million minutes. There you have it. There you have it. There's nothing else to compare it to right now because Fantastic Four isn't on Disney Plus yet. And that's a smart decision. You need the fear of missing out. Real Anarchy, when you see more people in the chat than likes in the video, that's usually a sign people are hate watching. Hit that. People are hate watching. Oh no! Dark did not like that. He did not. Here, let me help you, sir. Let me help you. There we go. Oh no! Oh no! That really stressed Dark out. Like, really. He fell like so far over. Seriously. I get a lot of hate watchers though. That's true. I get dislikes on every video. Every single one. November 5th, you have Fantastic Four on Disney Plus. See what? Oh my god, I'm tearing this up. I know, because we're honest. We say how we feel. DL says, if your date wants dinner plus a movie and snacks, you're talking big bucks. Facts. Facts. My booty ran into Darth Vader and I knocked him backwards. That's what happened. I knocked all this stuff over. He's really big at Mardi Gras. Like, he's got a lot of beads here. Here, let me put him. Here we go. Don't make me destroy you. Oh. Aunt Fanny. Pretty much. My kids absolutely loved that movie. Seriously. Loved it. We had a van that had a DVD player in it. And everywhere we went, they had to have that movie playing in the van. All right, guys, let's head on over to our main topic for the day. Because then I got to put on my burn cream. And I've heard this from a couple of my friends. I've heard this from a couple of my friends who are Grand High Poobah, Hollywood writers, whatever. Of this. So your booty goes to the dark side frequently. Where is the close button? There we go. The good old days of VHS, Blu-ray, and DVD. Good times, especially when you had kids. Electronic babysitter. Flip. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I'm tearing this up so bad. All right, guys. So I've heard from a lot of my friends in sources who work out in Hollywood and Burbank that they do not want the Paramount Warner Brothers merger at all. They feel it would be absolutely terrible for the industry. As I've explained to you guys before, and again, watch the documentary on Netflix. It will educate you a lot. Nothing new under the sun. Nothing new under the sun. When film was first invented, it was invented by I would love to find this name so I can let's see, the Trust Hollywood. Okay. Here we go. Hollywood sign. No. The Edison Trust. There we go. Hollywood names. So they were the people that actually created, developed, invented the equipment to make movies, like cameras and projectors and stuff. And these people were like Thomas Edison. What was the French guy's name? Trust Hollywood. French camera. French studio. What was his name? It's going to drive me crazy. Anyway, it's not important. Pathé. That's it. Pathé. There were a few of them. Few men. And they wouldn't let anyone else make movies anywhere in the United States at all. Only they could. Because they felt that they were the only ones who deserved to make money off of this new medium. At all. No, it was not Tesla. Tesla was not French. He was Hungarian. And he was not a filmmaker. It was Pathé. Pathé, Edison, a couple other guys formed the trust. And it's because of these guys that we have antitrust laws. That's funny. That's really funny. Chimera, I can see the split of WB assets coming. It's very clear multiple parties are interested. Pardon me. I did that right into the microphone and I apologize. It's very clear that, yeah, a lot of them are interested. But the word on the street is the people who work in Hollywood are very much against a Paramount Warner Brothers merger because it'll put too much power consolidated in one place. It will go back to the days of the trust, or it'll start to move faster towards the days of the trust. It's going back that direction already. Or Disney owns so much already. Paramount owns so much already. I mean, look at what's happening. So from what I have been told, like, nobody's okay with this. Except for some reason, the freaking president and his administration, they're saying that Warner Brothers should take the Paramount deal. Why do they care? Why are they involved at all? They should not be putting their 2 cents in at all. That is really stupid. And that's a huge red flag. Like, that's huge concern for me right there. Like, you need to stay the hell out of it. You need to stay out of it. Omari says, if no one could stop Disney from owning Fox, nothing's going to stop the studio or ISP from swallowing up Warner Brothers. Chimera. Yep, nobody wants another Disney monopoly situation. It's going to be harder for them to get jobs. It'll be harder for them to have creative liberty. It's hard enough now as it is, and it's going to make it even harder for indie studios to get stuff made. So this Deadline article says that the Writers Guild of America, which they did cause a lot of stuff to go down when they went on strike. Every time they've gone on strike, I'm still angry about the last seasons of Heroes. I'll never not be mad about that. The Writers Guild of America plans to help block potential Warner Brothers Discovery Paramount merger. Can you imagine? Warner Brothers Discovery Paramount. They call it a disaster. The Writers Guild of America is condemning the potentially disastrous impacts of a merger between Paramount and Warner Brothers Discovery. In a joint statement from WG East and West sent Thursday, the guilds expressed their intention to block the merger. After Paramount's second bid for WD was rejected this week, they've actually rejected 3, explaining that the acquisition would be a disaster for many, merger after merger in the media industry has harmed workers, diminished competition and free speech, and wasted hundreds of billions of dollars better invested in organic growth. Combining Warner Brothers with Paramount or another major studio or streamer would be a disaster for writers, for consumers, and for competition, the statement reads. The WGAW and WGAE will work with regulators to block the merger. Multiple sources familiar with the ongoing WBD talks told Deadline that the latest Paramount bid came in at $24 a share, sweeter than the initial offer of $20 a bit more than a week ago. The rejection of Paramount's second bid was followed by a market-moving declaration by Warner Brothers Discovery, the company's first confirmation that it is indeed for sale. The company said it's initiated a strategic review process in light of unsolicited interest from multiple parties. Ew. Chimera, you just reminded me of Heroes. I know. I'm so sorry. Lord, I apologize. I apologize. You have my sympathies. DL, Heroes was a great series with a worldwide appeal. The writer's strike killed it off. That last season was just tragic and not in the way that you wanted it to be. The last season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was just like, what are we doing here? Why? Did we all just decide to go work on Inhumans? That was a decision, huh? What a choice you made. Anywho, it's looking like it's very possible we could be preparing for another writer strike. We could also be preparing for I'm stating the obvious here. Hollywood is dying. And it needs to change. It needs to change or it's going to die. It needs to be able to look at the facts. Read the room, dude. Things are not going well for you, Hollywood. The numbers are not numbering. The math is not mathing. You're not making money like you should be. Look at the stuff that is working. Look at the stuff that is not working. The economy is really trying to bounce back, and the entertainment industry is suffering hard. Entertainment has got to face it. We do need to be entertained, but there are ways to entertain yourself at home for free or a lot cheaper. Entertainment outside the home entertainment period is a luxury service. It's a luxury service. And when the economy sucks, when times are hard, the first thing to take a hit are luxury services. During COVID, I was a salon owner, a hairstylist, makeup artist. I wasn't exactly rolling in the big bucks, okay? It was a luxury service. Luxury service. Entertainment, luxury service. And if you want people to feel like they have to have it, you're going to have to reestablish that fear of missing out, and throwing things directly to streaming within 90 days of it being out in the theater ain't the way, sis. Like, it ain't. That's not what's working. It's not. And popcorn buckets and cups aren't the draw you think they are. People are just going in, buying the cups and popcorn buckets and leaving. How do I know? Because when I go with my ticket in hand and I'm like, I'd like that popcorn bucket over there, please. They're like, oh, we sold out. Some people come in and they buy them and then they leave. Cool. Backyard Heart of Space, the final frontier. These are the continuing voyages of Batman. Because of the writer's strike, that's why we ended up with so much reality TV. I can't even talk about reality TV. I don't even let my kid watch reality TV. Oh, The Shield with Michael Chiklis. Got it. They'll resell they resell them on eBay. Come on now, clean it, skin it together. I told you guys I'm taking this writing class, this writing fiction class. And I'm really glad I'm taking it, because I'm not only am I feel like it's definitely helped me. I need you go here. I definitely feel like it has helped me improve my my writing skills, for sure. But I'm learning a lot about, believe it or not, the filmmaking process. I mean, it's been years since I took production in college. I'm not going to tell you how long. I am 45 years old, so it's been a while. I'm learning a lot more about the filmmaking process. Learn things about myself. It's a really cool class. It's very, very, very intriguing. And what I have discovered, that thing that is missing, that thing that I could never quite put my finger on, like, when I watch something and I'm like, I mean, it's okay. You're like, yeah, I liked it, but I couldn't quite tell you what it was. Like, what is it about this that's just really not selling it for me? When you write fiction, when you are filmmaking, when you're making a movie, there's certain things you do, certain ways you frame a shot, write a scene, show something that is supposed to make the viewer feel like, for example, last night we were watching this show. The show doesn't matter. It's a stupid show on Amazon. And Dave's like yelling at the TV. He's like, God, this guy's an idiot. He's a terrible shot. Like, look at this guy. I'm like, and I said, you want to know something? I said, you're supposed to feel that way. You're supposed to feel that way about that guy because that's how that guy feels. And it's not like they can teleport emotions into your brain or whatever. They create that sense of frustration with the shots, with the movements, with this, with that, blah, blah, blah. And it's just very intriguing to me. The science of it. It's very intriguing. It's like an emotional science. Anyway, so you're supposed to feel things like that. You're supposed to feel frustrated, or you're supposed to feel like tense and whatever, laugh and blah, blah, blah. Boy, I digress a lot, don't I? And I've noticed that the last 5 years, I don't get that as much when I watch things. It's just bland. I'm not getting any kind of sensation other than boredom when I'm watching things. The framing, the cinematography, the framing, the shots seem phoned in. It doesn't seem like they're setting up their scenes in a sense that create any kind of sense of drama or humor or whatever. They're not establishing their scenes and shots well at all. They're not writing in a way that describes the emotion instead of just telling you what the emotion is. They're doing a lot of tell, don't show, and it's boring. It's flat. It's not it. It's not it at all. It's phoned in entirely. Entirely. Medea, are you going to write comics or novels? Maybe both. I mean, I'm a big fan of all knowledge is good knowledge. And I just think that in this class, he says that fiction writers are filmmakers in your head. You have to be a filmmaker in your head. And that made so much sense to me. That's comic books. That's comic book creators. You're filmmaker on the page. So either way, it's helpful in whatever I'm doing. Tell Don't Show sounds like a coffee shop. Right. Yeah. Yeah. So it feels like they've all kind of given up on trying. Also, Butler in this class, and it's this concept that when you're writing this character, you're describing this character, you shouldn't just say this character is annoyed, so and so is annoyed, blah blah blah. You're supposed to describe what's going on within the character that the reader's going to pick up on and recognize as annoyance. They're not doing that. They're just flat out saying so and so's annoyed. Peter Parker's annoyed. Peter Parker's invisible. Peter Parker's sad. And that's boring. It's so boring. It's flat. No wonder people aren't writing it. They're not getting it. There's no depth to it. There's no nuance. It's got to change. It's got to change. It's got to change or die. Change or die. Good morning, big time objective. I would love to get into writing comic books. Ain't no time like the present. Just put pen to paper. Get going. Chimera, I'm currently trying to be a filmmaker myself, but I hate a lot of the traditional methods that I have to do. Like people want color grading they've seen before instead of digesting a new vision. Well, go with whatever you feel. Don't go with ideas, go with feelings. That's the only advice I can give on anything. Don't say, oh, I've got this great idea. What does your gut tell you? What do you feel? And Fernando says, the Writers Guild has every right to block the sale. I'm on their side. I agree with them. There is far too much interference, executive interference, bean counter interference in the creative arts. They hire all these creatives and then they stop them from being creative. Why hire them in the first place? It makes zero sense. Let the creatives be creative. You do not know how to do that. So let them do it. The creative process is a very delicate and fragile thing. And if you're constantly like, eventually it's just not going to work anymore. And look at what I've been talking about the last 10 minutes. That's what we've gotten for the last 5-6 years. Bland, surface level, shallow, pedantic crap. Just crap. Film and fiction, a lot of creatives can't create now, though. That's what I'm saying. Oh, this stuff is so itchy. You have no idea. Film school. Film school. Oh my God. There's like a big hunk of latex. Hold on. Like a big hunk stuck in my nostril and it's driving me crazy. Where's my mirror? Okay, I think I got it. Looking at myself right now is wild. Alien Earth. Loki, never mind what the WGA strike is, what allowed producers to cut jobs by having the guild demand more pay. What I hate about the strikes is that they end up caving on things they really shouldn't cave on, and that really sucks. Like Fran Drescher, from what I hear, did not do the Actors Guild a service with the AI negotiations. Like, she did not do well with that. So I am very disappointed with how Alien Earth ended. I was like, that was the last episode? What? What? You gotta be kidding me. Oh my God. Listen, I didn't go to film school. I know a lot of people who didn't go to film school. I mean, you do you, and I think all knowledge is good knowledge, and you should definitely get an education. You should definitely learn how to do stuff, but I think you should also feel. Creativity comes from how you feel, not from technical stuff. And make friends. Definitely make friends. Make friends. You know how I made friends? YouTube. I'm not kidding. YouTube. All right, guys. That is all I've really got for you today. That's all I got. Thank you for tuning in and checking out my last special effects look. My gender bent Two-Face. She's kind of falling apart right now because I've been laughing and picking at it. That's never going to heal if you don't stop picking. I had a lot of fun with this one. I love doing the special effects. I really, really do. If I didn't get pregnant at 18, I would have gone out to Burbank and made this my career. Who knows? I mean, I have worked on a movie, but and I do have opportunities to do it again, thanks to YouTube helping me make friends in that department. But man, I wanted to do one more look this year, but I have surgery next week, guys, which means there also will not be a members only watch party next week. I'm sorry we didn't get to do it yesterday. I was there, but I know stuff happens. People have lives. It's okay. I'm not that stressed about it. And look, all I did is I just went back and helped Dave take care of my father-in-law. So it's not a big deal. It's not that serious. I do it for you guys. Okay. So we'll try again in a couple weeks after I recover some from my surgery. I'm having hardware taken out of my left knee. And then a week after that, I'm having a lower back ablation. Hey, thank you so much for the $2 super chat, Backyard TARDIS. Woo, woo, woo. Thank you, Red 5 family. Thank you very much. Listen, and thank you very much, Chimera. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. YouTube is an incredible resource and tool. Did you know people watch YouTube more than they watch TV now? That is the truth, especially in this house. So that's so funny. Sorry, I forgot to tell Ro you said that. Sorry, I pulled a Ro and showed up 2 hours late. Oh, this hurts. Oh my God, this actually really hurts. Stop making me laugh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat. But next Thursday, I'll be out. Thursday and Friday, no stream because I'm having the surgery. The 5th, I'm having an ablation, so I won't be here then either. But the rest of the days, I should be here, I think. But unfortunately, no more special effects looks for the year. Two-Face, she the last for the Halloween season. If you missed any of the Halloween looks, you can go to my website, comics-and.com, and all of them are there. This one will be put up there as soon as the stream is over, so you can check them all out. The pictures turned out really good. I'm really, really happy with how they turned out. So go and check that out. If you want to help support the channel, the best way, the easiest is the freest. And that's just by hitting the like button, subscribing if you are new, and ringing the notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with even more nerdy nonsense. If you want to help support the channel in other ways, thank you. This is my full-time job, and I work it 7 days a week, about 12 hours a day. And I mean that because that includes my research, my writing, my editing, all that stuff. And it does cost because I pay for the streaming service, the editing stuff, licensing, you name it, equipment. And I do need a new mic and stuff because this is about done. Anywho, I'm not fully monetized yet. I don't get ad revenue yet. Right now, it's just you guys' memberships and the super chats. Thank you so much for those. So if you want to help support the channel, again, you can do the super chat. You can join as a member. We have 3 different tiers. Memberships get early access to all of my drops. You get your own emojis. If you want to request a breakdown or a video or anything like that, you go to the front of the line. You don't have to wait. It goes right into the next thing. Words are hard. I don't know. You're next. Okay. Members get next. So there's that. And that's also true for the Patreon. The Patreon is the original Nerdling Army. And there's also 3 tiers starting as little as $3 a month over at the Patreon. And that one also, like the members on the channel. Ooh, by the way, Thursdays, join our Discord oh my God. How do you guys stand to listen to me? Like, I'm a mess. Okay. So after you join as a member, you get access to the members chat or the members posts community over on the community tab on YouTube, and you'll find the invite link for the Discord. And over on Discord on Thursdays, we have Throwback Thursday Theater, and we do watch parties together. Right now, we're watching Hercules, The Legendary Journeys, and we're going to watch that for a couple more weeks before we move on to something else. And we watch that and chat and blah, blah, blah. But we do have a members-only Discord where we can hang out and chat and stuff. You get access to that as well if you're a member of the Patreon. 3 different tiers, as little as $3 a month. And at the Patreon, you have exclusive merch that corresponds directly to your specific rank in the Nerdling Army. And you get that merch every 3 months for the first year of your membership. The Patreon also boasts exclusive content that you can't get anywhere else. The script for my comic book is over there. Outtakes, behind the scenes, all that stuff. There's even some old tutorials on how to make your own like kitchen prosthetic skin. So get all that over at patreon.com/comics. And you can also tip me by using Cash App or by scanning that QR code right there. It takes you to buymeacoffee.com/comics and MUA. And you can pitch me, whatever. You can pitch it as little or as much as you can. There's also the official Nerdling Army over at comicsandcosmetics.etsy.com. Hundreds of designs, all made by yours truly. And listen, there's everything from stickers, buttons, hats, t-shirts, jackets, hoodies, wallets, coffee mugs, everything, like literally everything. So comicsandcosmetics.etsy.com. I have lots of recommendations over at Amazon, so check that out. Everything, all these links are in the description below. This podcast is powered by the Red 5 Network. We are a collective of exclusively nerdy podcasters and content creators here to educate and entertain you. So if you like this podcast, chances are you're going to like more of what the Red 5 Network has to offer you. So check out red5.bio.link today to discover more of the Red 5 family of podcasts. All right, let's check in with the chat one more time. Let's see. What do we got? Yes, for as little as $3 a month, you can support a Dani. Yes, please. And this Dani needs all the support she can get. Hi, Shmoo. Oh, God. All right, guys. You have an awesome weekend. I hope you had a wonderful week. And I will see you Monday morning. Be good, but be on the lookout. We don't owe her an apology. I don't care what anyone tells you. But I did hear that
Disney and Kathleen Kennedy are gonna get you!
Queen of comics and everything in between. Makeup brush in one hand, pen in the other. From Star Wars stars to Marvel